I wanted to give a video review on the Biggest Loser for the Kinect. I haven't seen really any out there, and this is something I wanted to look into, but there's not a lot of review videos to see how it works. I've read a few things online. The things online really do actually coincide with what you see. The graphics really aren't that good, but again, that's not the main focus of the game. One thing you'll see after you do you'll get into the game, basically you'll test how athletic you are. It'll judge how what type of program to give you, and it'll measure your height, arms, all that, and it'll actually show what you should work on, what you shouldn't work on, basically how big you are for your height and whatnot, which is cool. You can adjust that if you'd like. I've done one I've done one 20-minute workout, and you could basically change if you want to do it more difficult, if it's easier. And the cool thing is, it actually does voice recognition throughout the exercise. It'll add, 3 different options. I'm keeping up, this is too hard, or I'm feeling it, which is really cool because it'll automatically adjust whether it be easier or difficult through the actual workout. One thing I don't like is obviously the menu, because what you'll notice here is actually you really can see the icons. They don't say what they are. The good thing is that when you put your hand over an icon, it'll move very fast. So you can select something, and it doesn't take much time to select it. You don't have to hold your hand there for 5-7 seconds. It's pretty quick. Bad part is you won't know what you're selecting until you put it over it. So a lot of first-time users might get frustrated because while you're reading the description, you already select it and move on before you know what you're doing. So the hand is actually really difficult because it's just really fidgety, and it'll autocorrect itself while you're holding your hand. It doesn't stay with you. One thing that I don't like is while you're actually doing your exercise, I've noticed on these challenges that all of a sudden it will say you're not doing it correctly, even though you know you are. The pop-up menu for whether you're doing it correctly or not is pretty good, but it doesn't help you, because sometimes it won't say what you're doing wrong. You'll just be a red icon knowing you're doing it wrong. It'll count your repetitions, so you'll know how much calories you burn even though you don't do it correctly. But in the end, it just gets really frustrating. You need a lot of space for you to actually see what you're doing. It works pretty well. If you just want this to exercise, that's great. See, again, I have these options. I don't know what they are until you just, okay, that's what it is. And then, no, okay, that's what it is. You see the menu actually works really well. The challenges work, but again, right when you get to the end, all of a sudden you're not doing it correctly and you fail. And you're out of breath and you're just pissed off. There is a free mode. I don't know where that is. But the thing is, once you actually set up your profile, you notice that you don't have a lot of options. You want to continue with your program? That's pretty much it. What else? Basically, this is what you're looking at. And you can see your little icon over there. It's pretty accurate, but that little... Yeah, sure. What is it? See, now this is frustrating. Let's do core. Yes. So you have to hold your hand really still, and when it doesn't register it really well, it's frustrating because, it selects it very fast. So while it's trying to autocorrect where you are, it makes it really challenging, because you could easily select the wrong thing, and you're kind of screwed. I don't even know what this is. Let's see. Now it's recognizing my other hand with the phone. That's really annoying. Whatever. So you got these little guys, your heads-up display. It'll show what they're doing and how well they do it, and you really want to actually follow what they're doing. You'll get docked if you do it faster or a lot slower. As you see the little green circle around you, that's your little, whether you're doing it right or wrong. It's hard to really catch on to what you're doing right or wrong, because really there's your red, follow the trainer. But the thing is, a lot of times you don't know what you're doing wrong. See, like right now I'm red, I don't know why. Oh, now it tells me. So it's hard to do the exercise correctly, and you're always looking at the screen to see whether you're doing it right or wrong. There's really no icon or any noise to say you've done one repetition. It's not. That's what's kind of bothersome, because while you're, obviously not looking at the screen, you have to turn to the right. You don't know whether you're doing it right or wrong, and even when you can see you're not doing it right, you really don't always know why. But in the end, it's a really good game if it'll work correctly, if you practice the exercises, and you get good at them. See, there's the heads up right there. Oh, shit. I want to stop. Yep, see? It works really well with that. Overall, I think it's a great exercise game. A little bit of the quirks, the graphics aren't really that great, but there are 4-week, 12-week, 8-week programs that you actually follow up on. And that's actually how you get a lot of achievements in the game, which is really well because you have to follow through with your exercise routine. Overall, I'd say it's a good game if you just want to exercise. The graphics, the actual emotions, don't always work that great. As you see, I'm wearing kind of baggy pants, so it says I'm baggy, even though, but I guess that works any exercise game. I would definitely get it if you really don't care about graphics, you just want to sweat, and there's actually a lot of different exercises that will make you sweat. There's, I think, 4 different difficulty levels: easy, medium, hard, very hard. I think it's called moderate, intense, whatnot. There are a lot of options. It's a great game that'll actually make you sweat. It's not that fun, but of course, if you're planning on just working out, this is really it. It's really basic. It's kind of frustrating. I wouldn't get it. I would rather look into other things. But if you, I rented this one, so it's an okay game. I would give it like 7 out of 10 because it does what it says it's going to do. You end up sweating and you're working out, and at times how long. There's no beginning stretching, but after your workout, you'll do stretches afterwards. So you select a 20-minute workout, it's actually going to be about 26 to 27 minutes because it doesn't count stretching. So there's a review. Yep.